The book no one on earth can read. The mystery of the Voynich Manuscript. You are holding a book that nobody on earth can read. Not scientists, not historians, not code breakers, not even artificial intelligence. For more than 600 years, this book has refused to give up its secrets. And the strangest part? It might have been written by someone who never wanted it understood. Tonight, we're opening one of the most mysterious books in human history. A book filled with unknown writing, impossible plants, and diagrams that seem to belong to another world. This is the story of the Voynich Manuscript, and by the end of this video, you may have your own theory about what it really is.
A discovery in a quiet library. The story begins in 1912. An antique book dealer named Wilfrid Voynich was searching through a collection of old manuscripts in a Jesuit college library in Italy. He had seen many rare books before: medieval texts, religious documents, scientific writings. But then he found something different. A thick manuscript, bound in worn leather, filled with strange drawings and unfamiliar symbols. Not Latin, not Greek, not Arabic, not any known language. The pages looked medieval, but the writing looked completely alien. Voynich purchased the manuscript immediately. He believed he had discovered something extraordinary. He was right, but not in the way he expected.
The writing that nobody can read. The manuscript contains about 240 pages. Every page is filled with elegant handwriting made of looping symbols. At first glance, the writing looks structured, almost like a real language. Words repeat in patterns. Sentences appear to follow rules. Paragraphs are neatly organized. It feels readable, but it isn't. For over a century, experts have tried to decode it. World War II cryptographers studied it. Linguists analyzed it. Computer scientists ran algorithms on it. Nothing worked. The text follows statistical patterns similar to real languages, yet no translation has ever been confirmed. It behaves like language, but refuses to become one. Some researchers believe the manuscript uses an unknown cipher. Others think it represents a lost language, and some believe it may be the most elaborate hoax ever created.
The plants that do not exist. If the writing wasn't strange enough, the illustrations make things even more mysterious. Many pages contain drawings of plants, but these are not normal plants. They look almost real, as if copied from nature, yet no botanist has ever identified them. Roots connect in impossible ways. Leaves grow in unnatural patterns. Flowers resemble nothing found on Earth. It's as if someone tried to draw plants from memory, in a dream, or from a world that doesn't exist. Some researchers think these plants might be combinations of real herbs used in medieval medicine. Others think they were invented intentionally. If the manuscript is a code, the plants might be clues or distractions. The section of bathing women. One of the most puzzling parts of the manuscript shows small human figures, mostly women. They appear to be bathing in pools of green liquid connected by pipes and tunnels. The drawings look almost like diagrams of plumbing systems or underground water networks. Some figures hold star-shaped objects. Others stand inside circular containers. No one knows what these images represent. Medical diagrams? Alchemy? Symbolic rituals? Fantasy? The style is medieval, but the meaning is completely unclear. The drawings are too detailed to be random.
Someone knew exactly what they were drawing. But why? Stars, circles, and the sky. Another section of the manuscript contains astronomical diagrams. Circular charts filled with stars, moons, and strange symbols. Some look like zodiac wheels, others resemble calendars. The diagrams are carefully drawn, suggesting the author understood astronomy. But again, the symbols do not match any known system. Imagine finding a map of the sky, but none of the constellations exist. That's what these pages feel like. Familiar, yet completely unknown. Carbon dating the impossible. In 2009, scientists tested the parchment using carbon dating. The results were surprising. The manuscript was created sometime between 1404 and 1438. That means it is genuinely medieval, not a modern fake. The ink and materials match that time period. So whoever created the manuscript lived more than 500 years ago, and they invested enormous time and effort into it. This was not a casual project, it was a lifetime of work. The genius theory. One theory suggests the manuscript was written by a brilliant but unknown scientist, perhaps someone experimenting with medicine, astronomy, and natural science. In the Middle Ages, knowledge was often hidden using codes, especially medical knowledge. A coded manuscript could protect secrets from rivals or from the church. If this theory is true, the Voynich Manuscript might contain real scientific knowledge, locked behind a cipher nobody has cracked. The hoax theory. Another theory is much simpler. The manuscript might be meaningless, a carefully designed fake. Some historians believe it was created to fool wealthy collectors. In the medieval world, rare books were extremely valuable. If someone could invent a mysterious language, they could sell it for a fortune. But this theory has problems. Creating hundreds of pages of structured fake writing would take years, possibly decades. And the text follows linguistic patterns too consistent to be random. If it is a hoax, it is one of the most sophisticated ever made. The AI problem. Modern technology has tried to solve the mystery. Artificial intelligence has analyzed the writing. Pattern recognition systems examined the symbols. Machine learning models searched for hidden structure. Still nothing. The manuscript resists decoding. It's like a locked door with no keyhole. Every new tool fails, and that makes the mystery even deeper. Because if modern computers cannot read it, who can?
The psychological theory. Some researchers believe the manuscript was never meant to be read by others, only by its creator. Imagine inventing your own language, your own symbols, your own private system of meaning, a book written for one mind alone. If that's true, the Voynich Manuscript might be perfectly readable, but only to someone who lived 6 centuries ago and whose thoughts are now gone forever.
A stranger possibility. There is one more idea, not popular among historians, but impossible to ignore. What if the manuscript is not nonsense? What if it describes knowledge we don't recognize yet? The plants could represent extinct species. The diagrams could show forgotten scientific models. The language could encode ideas that don't translate into modern words. History has surprised us before. Lost technologies have been rediscovered. Ancient texts have been decoded centuries later. What if this book is simply waiting? Today, the manuscript sits safely preserved in a rare book library. Scholars still study it. Researchers still debate it. The pages remain unchanged, silent, untranslated, unsolved. Every symbol still means something to someone who no longer exists. And maybe that is the true mystery. Not what the manuscript says, but whether it was ever meant to be understood by us at all. The final question. Imagine spending your entire life writing a book, knowing nobody might ever read it, drawing plants no one could identify, inventing a language no one could speak, filling hundreds of pages with meaning that would disappear with you, and then leaving it behind for the future. That is the Voynich Manuscript, a message from the past, or a puzzle with no solution, or perhaps a book that is still waiting for the right reader, somewhere, someday.